What's up, y'all? NFL Daily presented by Manscaped. And if you're looking for the latest NFL news and rumors, you're in the right place. If you're looking for the best male grooming products, you're also in the right place. Go to manscaped.com/chat where you can save 20% off and get free shipping on the best male grooming products. Tom, let's kick the show off here with Takk McKinley, no longer a member of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, released, and not long after he threw a hissy fit on Twitter of, why didn't they trade me? I only got 17 and a half career sacks. Weird flex to say you're bad at football, but okay. Look, he was not happy about not being traded. Falcons said that they were going to discipline him internally, and he didn't play in the past game. And again, he's been battling a groin injury this year. Then comes news that they're going to release him. Now, officially, they haven't done this yet.
Correct.
They'll do it tomorrow, which means he'll be released tomorrow, be on waivers. If anyone claims him, we'll know Wednesday evening, and then he'll be a free agent. So he's owed less than $1 million the rest of the season. You're also not going to have him for this week by the time he clears in terms of going through all the COVID protocol stuff. So we'll see what happens if he gets claimed. But I think there will be some teams that have interest in the former first-round pick.
Absolutely. And if he does get signed, guess what? We're going to talk about it here on NFL Daily. So make sure you guys are always staying up to the date. We're always breaking down the latest NFL news and rumors. So go ahead and hit that big red button that says subscribe. We drop new videos every single 3 hours on the channel. And we also go live every single Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right, Tom, man, we got to talk about this Sunday night football game. It was supposed to be a lot better than the Steelers-Cowboys one. Saints win 38-3 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So this morning, I'm looking around and I'm seeing Stephen A. Smith throwing some shade at Tom Brady, who threw for 209 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 picks. They started to beg the question, are we starting to see Brady's decline?
What year of doing this are we on again right now? 4, 5,
exactly.
6, something like that. This is kind of annoying to me.
Okay.
Because my process hasn't really changed all that much.
Yeah, you guys think that he's declining?
We all agreed after last season, Brady wasn't a top 10 quarterback anymore. Maybe it wasn't a unanimous decision, but we voted, hey, he's not a top 10 guy anymore. Now he's still a starting NFL quarterback, but he's not in his prime. Now he has a game where he shows he's not a top 10 quarterback, not in his prime, and everyone's doing the surprised Pikachu face. And I'm over here like, I told you this. We've been over this discussion. Brady is still a solid NFL quarterback.
Agreed.
He's not the same guy anymore. And we have to give up pretending that in his prime, Tom Brady Patriots is going to walk through that door. I mean, we all know he's got some great weapons around him in Tampa. Legitimately great weapons, and one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yes.
And they lost 38-3. Now, the defense was part of that, but they also forced 2 takeaways.
Sure.
And the Bucs did nothing with it.
Yep.
So, the decline is here for Tom Brady.
But this is a huge exaggeration.
Been here for Tom Brady.
Okay.
Like, I still like him. He's probably still a top 15 quarterback or top 20 quarterback or whatever you want to put him in.
Oh, he's definitely top 20.
But the Tom Brady MVP talk was wild to me. And now he comes out and lays an egg against the Saints. He'll bounce back and have another good game, and then we'll go back to Tom Brady top 5, and then it'll stink, and we'll go back to Tom Brady's overrated, he's on the decline, and it's just going to be an endless cycle of, guys, he's just not the same guy anymore, and that's okay. All right. He's still pretty good.
All right, guys, give us a Y for yes or N for no. Is Tom Brady on the decline? You've definitely heard what Tom had to say. All right, let's go to the next story here around the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy, his job, it's safe in Dallas after a 2-7 start. You're laughing.
I laugh because this is the third time or so that one of the Joneses have come out and said, oh, yeah, we're sticking with Mike McCarthy, which,
should they?
Well, what else are they going to say? Oh, yeah, we suck. Like we have to remember how front office decision people and ownership and coaches actually talk to the media.
Yep.
They're not normally very honest. Now, I think in McCarthy's case, I am very much inclined to believe what Stephen Jones has to say. You had a limited camp, a limited offseason. You were decimated by injuries on offense. The offense, when they had Dak, was a top 5 unit. And then they lose Dak Prescott, and it just all falls apart because they're out there playing Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci. And, yeah, it stinks. Shocker, right? The defense, and I think what's helping to save Mike McCarthy, the defense has gotten better. They've competed the past 2 games. And I think because it's McCarthy's first year, he's going to get more or less of a pass to say, hey, it was just a bad year. You know, we trimmed out some fat in the locker room. Dontari Poe, Darryl Worley, we're already playing better. Give me another year. And I think the Cowboys, and especially Jerry Jones, who has always been patient with head coaches for at least the first year, is going to give him at least one more chance.
So what do y'all think? Should Mike McCarthy be one and done in Dallas? Type 1 for yes, or you guys can type your 2 for no. I'll be honest with you, Tom, I never liked the hire whatsoever because for me, the issue with the Cowboys you're seeing is they're not really being able to make too many changes, and that was Mike McCarthy's issue with Green Bay. So, I mean, for me, I would actually say yes. I don't want Mike McCarthy to be the head coach of the Cowboys. But what says you? We got Eli type in 2. We got Jesus Sanchez type in 1. Tom Downey's burner account says yes. So, there you go. 1 for yes or 2 for no. Let's get into an injury update here on running back Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey basically missed, 3 weeks, 3 to 8 with that ankle injury. Comes back in week 9. He looked pretty good. He looked healthy. And then he get injured again with the shoulder. Now he's day-to-day, unlikely to play in week 10.
There's some concern here with McCaffrey, and we don't know the full extent of just how severe this injury is. But remember, you can go on IR for 3 weeks and then return.
Yep.
But if you go on IR for a second time, you can't come back.
Okay.
Your season's done. So for McCaffrey, it's either keep him on the active roster all year or shut him down for good. Like, those are your options right now coming off the shoulder injury. So I hope he's okay. My fantasy team greatly appreciated the brief return to action against Kansas City. On the bright side for Carolina, they do still have Mike Davis. So if they want to be cautious and give McCaffrey this upcoming game and say, hey, you can just get healthy, you know, you're a long-term investment for our team, we're not going to panic and freak out and try and force you to play in a year in which, you know, we're not going to make the playoffs anyway, they can turn to Mike Davis and give him a little bit more playing time.
Absolutely here. So we want to know from all y'all in the comments section below, coming into the year, I think every single person, or at least 90% of the people would have said, Christian McCaffrey, he's the best running back in the National Football League. I think that conversation can change a little bit. Dalvin Cook has looked amazing. Also, Alvin Kamara, I thought, has played really well. Who do you think is right now the best running back in the NFL?
Right now, this year only, it's Dalvin Cook.
He's looked
He's been like, I always say running backs don't matter. Dalvin Cook actually might matter.
Well, he's also on the Minnesota Vikings.
Henry
so let us know who is the best running back in the National Football League. Seeing some Nick Chubb, seeing some Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, and Zeke. Sorry, guys. It's definitely...
Hey, my Nick Chubb prediction was looking good till he got hurt.
Speaking of Chubb, make sure that your Chubb is looking perfect here. You can get it at Manscaped. Get the perfect package, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/chat. Tom, tell us why this is one of the best deals out there and why that should go get started.
A little bit flustered by your Chubb joke there. Look, this will help take care of your stuff downstairs, to use a little bit... not as dirty term, if you don't mind, where the sun don't shine, if you will. The Lawnmower 3.0 is the single best men's grooming tool out there. You can save 20% off and get free shipping on not just the Lawnmower 3.0, but all of their products, the perfect package. They got a lot more than that as well. You can check out everything at manscaped.com/chat. And when you use that link, by the way, it should automatically apply the 20% off and the free shipping at checkout. So check the comments, check the description. It's manscaped.com/chat.
Can also confirm, Tom, your wife loves the products. All right, 16-team playoffs. Is that coming up here?
My bit.
Yep, that's why I stole it. All right, 16-team playoffs. This one is, I don't know, it's still contingency plan. Talk to me about it. Just fill us in real quick.
I think this is more of the NFL planning ahead of the just-in cases.
Exactly.
Which is what a contingency plan is. Sorry for, explaining it like everyone's five.
Sorry, I don't know contingency.
Look, fair enough. If they go from 14 to 16, the purpose here is if a significant game gets canceled.
Correct.
Nothing
has happened yet.
So far, NFL's been good.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe they should have canceled one or two beforehand, but they pushed their way through. The goal is still to play every single game in 17 weeks this year.
Yep.
If in the event, probably late in the season, a key potential playoff impact game gets canceled or there's an awkward amount of games and now all of a sudden you can't figure out which team gets in or gets left out, expanding the playoffs is an option for the NFL. Remember, they already expanded this year to 14 beyond the 12 that they had before that.
So what do you guys think? Should 16 teams get into the playoffs? Type 16 for yes, type 14 for no. I am always in vote for having more playoff football, right? Because playoff football is awesome.
Fun.
However, half of the teams getting into the playoffs also kind of takes away the nostalgia of being able to get in. No?
If you get in, I think you would have earned it.
Let's get into the latest Miami Dolphins news and rumors. We're talking about Tua potentially winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is the discussion that you and I had, Tom, here in the studio. He's played in he started 2, but he's played in 3 games, but his odds continue to go up. Third best odds right now.
Well, which I think is absolutely fair. What do we know in general about Rookie of the Year? Mitch, it almost always goes to a quarterback.
That's a guarantee.
I know Raiders fans are still triggered by having, Josh Jacobs lose out to Kyler Murray. So at that point, it becomes Tua, Herbert, Joe Burrow. We'll talk about all of them.
Correct.
What isn't really fair to the individual player, but this is how things work in the NFL, quarterback wins They matter for these types of awards. They shouldn't matter for evaluating how good a player has been because there's a lot of outside forces the quarterback can't control.
Okay.
If your defense sucks, that's not the quarterback's fault. If your coaching staff is underprepared, that's not the quarterback's fault. You can only do so much. Tua in 2 games has very much benefited from great defensive play, specifically against the Rams. I mean, they barely threw the football because they had short fields and or the defense scored. But he's had a great start, so don't get me wrong on that. The 2 starts from Tua, you win both games. He's been pretty darn accurate, been efficient, no major mistakes. That's out of 1 pass that probably should have been picked off. His ESPN QBR is pretty high as well. That'd be around the top 15. So I think it's reasonable that Tua, although he does have to make up some ground here, is in the mix to win Rookie of the Year.
I mean, right now you're looking at Joe Burrow. He's got the even odds. Justin Herbert, though, at plus 110. I mean, if I'm a betting man, I'll take Justin Herbert over Joe Burrow right now. I think he's played a lot better. Then you got Tua at plus 350, and then, wow, shocker, a big drop-off from all the top 3 quarterbacks. Justin Jefferson, who's been phenomenal for the Minnesota Vikings. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not E-Lair.
No, it is E-Lair.
It's not E-Lair. No, it's not an E-Lair, it's an Eclair. All right, let's look at the 2020 stats, though, for all 3 of these quarterbacks here. The reason why, though, again, Tom, you kind of said it, Joe Burrow this season, 2 wins. Justin Herbert this season, 2 wins. Tua this season, 2 wins. That's why he's in this conversation.
Here's how I think Tua's path to somehow winning the NFL Rookie of the Year kind of unfolds here. If the Bengals and Chargers continue to have really good quarterback play, which is what they've got from Burrow and Herbert, both of those guys in a normal year, even just last year, I think are pretty clear Rookie of the Year favorites over Kyler Murray. Like, they're both having that caliber of season. But if their teams can't figure out how to win games through no fault of the quarterbacks, and the Dolphins make the postseason with Tua at the helm, and Tua plays well, maybe not even at the same caliber of Herbert or Burrow, the hype is going to be around Tua. And you know what? Tua's got 2 games against both quarterbacks still.
Yeah, and I mean, those 4 games, I think the Dolphins, the way they're playing, they win all 4 of those. Sure, their last 4 get a little bit more difficult.
I mean, shoot, even if you drop one of them, let's say to Denver, for example.
Yeah.
Well, the Dolphins are already, as they sit right now, they're 5-3. So that's 8 wins right there. Now, the back half of the schedule is super difficult. Chiefs, Patriots, Raiders, Bills. So you might have to pull an upset somewhere along the way. That Week 16 game, by the way, massive playoff implications against the Las Vegas Raiders. But I think this does give Tua a chance, if they can go on a run here these next couple of games, to really jump into the Rookie of the Year conversation and, of course, the playoff mix as well.
So who's going to win the Rookie of the Year, y'all? Get your votes in down below. Is it going to be Joe Burrow type JB? Maybe it's going to be Justin Herbert of the Chargers type JH. Could it be Tua type TT? If you think it's going to be somebody else, just comment their name down below. Manscaped.com/chat, where you can save 20% off and get free shipping on the best male grooming products. My favorite is the Lawnmower 3.0. It fits great in your hand. It's rechargeable. It's also safe to use in the shower. Dylan just gave me a wink, and I'm kind of freaked out a little bit. It's because I've been using Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/chat, 20% off and free shipping. My throat's killing me because I'm sick, but
okay,
if you want your girl's throat to sound like this, go use some Manscaped products. Promise you.
Look, Mitch a little bit off his game, but his lines today have been a little bit inappropriate. You might have to go see HR, and we might have to Rappaport you. Ugh.